Hello guys, my name is CK3 and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I decided that I'll make a video on how to explain how to bring dragons into a 280 start date and beyond. Long story short, there's a few requirements that you need to have. First of all, you need to have the Game of Thrones mod on your game. If you know about how to start a game and all of that stuff, you can skip past to 3 minutes, and I'll be talking about how to bring a dragon into Rhaegar's life or Aerys' life or Daenerys' life. So just meet me there if you want to meet me there. But long story short, you need to make sure that you have this subscribed on the Steam Workshop. To find it, you just copy what I'm doing right now. You go to the Steam Workshop, you type in the Game of Thrones, and you'll find the first one right there by the AGOT team. I just want to say thank you so much to that team that made an amazing mod. I play it like every single day, and I played it even before the dragons came. I've played this playthrough many times, and I'm just very grateful for all of your love and support that you guys put into this game. Hopefully one day you make it your solo game, you know what I mean? The second mod you need to add is Valyrian Steel. Valyrian Steel is another mod that you can type in on the Steam Workshop. Once you are on the Steam Workshop, you go and you find this mod. What it does is it gives you a decision that you can travel to Valyria and pick up these lovely babies right here, dragon eggs. You can also get swords and stuff like that, and it just makes the game a little bit more fun, you know what I mean? I love having a Valyrian sword, and I love having a dragon, even if I don't use both of them because I love peace. But yeah, long story short, it gives you an opportunity to go send someone to Valyria. It's quite a dangerous thing, so you need to be careful who you send. Make sure you're subscribed to this. If you don't have it already, go to the Steam Workshop, type in Valyrian Steel, and you can find the owner of it is Jedi, because he's a master. We're going to go in here, give him a reward as well, because I love this mod. Honestly, brilliant. The only thing with this is obviously I started a new playthrough to explain. This way of getting a dragon is very long. So it would be a very good playthrough. It'll be a very good start for you to start as. And just understand how you bring dragons back is going to be my main focus today. So now that you've joined the game, I've just started one as Daemon to see if the dragons are active. If you see them as humans with loads of different human stuff, then they are not dragons, so you need to reload the game and reinstall and all that stuff and get it back in. If they are dragons, you'll see that they have the dragon stuff. So long story short, here you just see me surrender the war as Robert Baratheon because you need to be a Valyrian character. Robert Baratheon has a 15% chance to tame a dragon, by the way, because he is quarter Valyrian. So that's a fun fact if you didn't know that. I've also taken the lands from Aerys. Like I said before, I'm just speeding through a lifetime of Rhaegar basically. But you could do it as Aerys, you could do it as Viserys, you could do it as Daenerys, and I'm not sure if you could do it as Rhaella because she's a woman in the game. Maybe if you change the settings, you can have Rhaella. But yeah, because I'm petty, I killed Robert Baratheon. Because Rhaegar's alive and he ain't dead. You can find me in the comments. But yeah, this is the decision I was talking about. Fund a travel to Valyria. Long story short, you press that and you're looking for an activity here that can take you around the world. Long story short, as you're playing through the game, you'll be visiting places. I want you to be able to take marriage tournaments and everything like that, and just travel around the world. There are a few things that show up like this. This is the Dragonstone one, and I think it is the most important one that you need to visit. You need your character to visit these places with the dragon symbol above it. This will trigger an event that lets your character learn about the dragon lore. Once your character has learned about the dragon lore, they need to physically have a dragon egg. I don't know how yet, but I will be on the case of how to get a dragon egg without that mod. But long story short, this character, who are you going to send to the Smoking Sea. You need to send someone with no family, and you need to send someone brave and with high prowess. That's my experience. I don't know if it's different for anyone else. If you have experienced anything else, please let me know in the comments down below. Long story short, I'm about to save my family, and I sent this man over to Valyria. Long story short, while this is happening, the game is going to be playing, you're going to be having a good time, and long story short, the guy returned with a dragon egg. In the past, the mod used to be random, but now you can select I want a dragon egg. Now, because we did the tour, we have access to the dragon pit hatching area. That is the most important lore to find. The Dragonstone lore. As you can see, I'm gonna skip through loads of different lores that you will need to find. Feel free to pause and read these or find them yourself. But long story short, at the top it says where they are. This one is the Citadel. The previous one was Summerhall. If you're a nerd of Game of Thrones, you know why these are dragon lores. Long story short, they're historical things. Don't read this one because it's a spoiler for House of the Dragon, just so you're aware. I tried to warn you, I did it so slow. Sorry if you paused there and read it already, I still love you. But yeah, long story short, they're all history of the Targaryens and the dragons and things that happened. You can think of them as the scenes that have been introduced in the newest update. Long story short, you find these and it gives you a better opportunity to hatch a dragon. When you arrive at Winterfell, I know for a fact that there's an opportunity that you can find a dragon egg, because if there wasn't, they need to add that right now. Because apparently, Jon Snow, his ancestors from the Starks, one of them was visited by the person in House of the Dragon, Jace, and Jace's dragon laid eggs there. So if that isn't a dragon lore, we need that, and we need to be given dragons, or Jon needs to find dragon eggs while he's running around playing as a kid or something in the crypts. That would be incredible. Anyway, I went on a tangent there, but you have two options. You have a knowledge hatchery, or you have an esoteric egg hatching. You create this event and make sure that your family attend. Anyone with Valyrian blood. So that could be Robert Baratheon if he's still alive. Whoops, killed him. It could be Renly Baratheon, and it could be your family. Here, this is from my playthrough when I had a few kids and stuff like that, and I invited them. Please be aware. If you invite anybody to this, they can die. If you do not save it, you can lose your family. A little spoiler for you. If you are watching the new series that is coming out, obviously in 2025, The Hedge Knight, that is what happens. One of the Targaryen leaders, they go to Summerhall and they try and hatch an egg that hasn't hatched for a while. Long story short, he ends up burning his whole family, and then you're left with Rhaegar Targaryen. You don't want to be that guy. So there's a few things that you need to do here. You need to select the correct things, and obviously the most fire is going to hatch the dragon. So this one, I took everybody's blood present because they're all Valyrian blood, and it doesn't matter how weak it is because there's multiple different people in there. Long story short, all of the Valyrian blood gets sacrificed to the dragon, and the dragon is born, but it leaves everybody wounded. Just be aware of that. That can leave them dead or injured. This one, I tried a knowledge hatching. What you want to do is the most and the most. I think the only way you can get the most in fire selecting that is if you have visited Dragonstone. Here I'm deciding who shall I bring. I don't want anybody that doesn't have Valyrian blood. Remember that. You want to manage guests, and you want to make sure that you have Valyrian blooded people attending only. Brienne of Tarth is actually a Targaryen. If you click on her and go up in her family line, she has a Targaryen person 2 generations away, so there's an opportunity for her to be present as well, just saying. there's a few other houses as well. So what's happening right now is your character has to decide who is going to lead the ritual. I have a theory. I haven't done every single opportunity. I haven't done every single hatching yet, because it does take a while. But long story short, here, this is my first playthrough of this, and I was like, actually, I'm going to burn Ares. So Ares didn't know he was about to be the sacrifice, but I thought, bruh, imagine if Ares' soul went into the dragon. I've done that before in my previous playthrough. If you haven't watched it, I'll link it right now. Go watch that, it's amazing, thank you so much. But yeah, it gives you a percentage chance, and obviously with CK3 it's all RNG based. So once you click this, anything can happen, but you want to give yourself the best opportunity. And I hatched a dragon, but not just any dragon, a destined dragon. If you know about the lore, people were thinking that Ares was going mad because he was changing into a dragon. That was what I based my last playthrough on as Rhaegar. Since that, I've been playing this playthrough, no spoilers, but I might put this out if you want to see it. I'd love to hear feedback. But yeah, a destined dragon makes me think that if you sacrifice someone that didn't want to be sacrificed but loves you, then you will be a destined dragon. That is not confirmed, but I tried again. This time I tried with Pycelle, one of the smartest people in the game. You could tell who's smart by checking their learning, the 2 books underneath their character profile. But yeah, this one I went as just Rhaegar. I went as Rhaegar and I bring my Maester in the hopes that I can hatch a dragon with nobody else present. But as you can see, it says no effect. Is that because it's a knowledge one? And because Rhaegar went alone, Rhaegar was the only one that died, leaving Jon Snow, aka Jacaerys III, to the throne. Again, I tried again, this time selecting esoteric again, just seeing the other options. I found the best to be the first one right here, the Warlock from Valyria. Obviously a Valyrian person is going to know about Valyrian stuff, but in the lore and reality there's no more of those people around that I'm aware of. And yeah, so I recommend just trying different ones. You can get different things, you know what I mean? And I think different kind of dragons will appear from the egg by the way that you do it. Just depends what you believe, but I know from the show and the lore that someone needs to be sacrificed and a thing needs to be sacrificed for a dragon to be reborn. So what I went for was Riella, Rhaegar's mum, but she didn't want to, so she ran away. I've seen her not run away sometimes, and I had to select her against her will. Long story short, I was wondering if you pick someone against their will and they're unaware, is that the trigger? I'm not too sure right now, so if you do anything, just let me know. But this one, Rhaella was not strong enough for the dragon and ended up killing the whole family, all his sons, but Rhaegar got away alive. That'll be a good playthrough, you know, failing and not giving up, like sacrificing your family and stuff. But yeah, I thought about Elia, but she doesn't have good dragon blood because she is multiple generations away from a Targaryen. And Lyanna is not a Targaryen from my knowledge in any sort of way, because the North stay together and they reproduce together and they don't like the South, so I'm not sure. But yeah, this one I picked Ares and he declined. It looks like if you pick them, they decline. But, you know, this time he said yes, but I died. So Ares is not the answer. I think it could be anyone, but I think because Ares is an important character with strong dragon blood, he wasn't aware that he was going to be sacrificed my first time trying it, and that activated the dragon being born as a destined character. I'm not sure, but a destined dragon gives you extra growth rate at the beginning of the dragon's life, which is amazing. You're gonna have a dragon straight away. And if you're doing this during the rebellion, or you're doing it after the rebellion, you know, then you're gonna be defended in 10 years, you know what I mean, with a big dragon. So yeah, I recommend just jumping in, playing your playthrough, you know, traveling to many different places and just seeing if you can find any dragon lore, you know. Just make it natural. Obviously, I started this playthrough with the intention of showing you this, so I did a few cheats and stuff just to activate this moment. But the basic idea, you play as Rhaegar, you play as Viserys, you play as a dragon lord that's alive, you know. And then you just play through, enjoy your game, but travel to as many places as you can. Do feasts, go to weddings, go to tournaments, do grand tours, and as you do it, change your route. Look for the dragon symbol and look for different places where you can find dragon lore. Anyway, that's been me. If you want me to go deeper into this and like explore every option, please let me know in the comments down below. If you want to see that playthrough, I have it saved, so let me know. It's all up for you. Thank you so much. I'll speak to you soon.